Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. So if you're the kind of person who wants to get the absolute maximum results out of your time, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're unpacking some truly mind-blowing data about human health, longevity, and basically how we age. We're going to explore some groundbreaking research that completely flips the script on how we view exercise. If you've ever felt like living a longer, healthier life meant you had to put in hours upon hours of exhausting daily work, well, you're going to want to pay really close attention to what we have for you today.
I mean, think about it. What if drastically increasing your lifespan actually required minimal effort? It sounds like a gimmick, right? Like it's way too good to be true. We're constantly told that health requires massive sacrifice, hours of sweating, and just overhauling our entire existence. But the data we're exploring today challenges literally all of that. Okay, let's dive into this and see what the science actually says.
For decades, we've honestly had this incredibly narrow view of strength training. When you hear the word weightlifting, you probably instantly picture that gym bro stereotype. Someone grunting loudly and just trying to build massive cosmetic muscle to look good in a mirror. But scientists have now officially confirmed that what gym-goers have instinctively known for years actually goes way, way deeper than just looks. Strength training, whether it's lifting weights or just doing bodyweight exercises, is fundamentally about increasing your lifespan. It's not just about looking strong, it is about biologically extending your time on Earth.
Let's talk about the 30-year longevity study that proved this. What's really wild here is the sheer scale of this research. These researchers didn't just track a few dozen people for a couple of months. No, they tracked over 100,000 individuals, and they did it over a staggering span of 30 long years, 3 decades of meticulous data collection. When a study is this massive and goes on for this long, the trends it uncovers are undeniably solid. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what they found. Researchers discovered that for people who simply did 90 to 120 minutes of strength exercises a week, we're talking basic stuff like weightlifting or push-ups, their overall mortality risk dropped by 13%. The risk of a heart attack dropped by 19%. And even more surprisingly, the risk of brain disease and memory loss plummeted by a massive 27%. Just think about that for a second. Lifting weights and doing push-ups doesn't just protect your muscles, it literally protects your brain from memory loss.
So, how do we get the most out of this? That brings us to the ultimate workout combo.
While doing strength training all on its own provides incredible benefits, combining it with cardiovascular exercise, like running or cycling or a brisk walk, creates an ultimate super combo. When you mix the resistance of lifting with the heart-pumping action of cardio, the results absolutely skyrocket. So, the crucial point is 58%. When people combined their weekly strength training with cardio, their overall mortality risk dropped by an absolutely staggering 58%. More than half of your risk of an early death is completely wiped out just by mixing these two forms of movement together. It's honestly one of the most powerful health interventions ever recorded in medical literature.
But before you try to literally live in the gym, consider this. The study found that exercising for more than 2 hours a week offers 0 additional benefit. Let me repeat that because it's so important. Hitting the gym for endless hours every single day does not make you live any longer than doing just 90 to 120 minutes a week. The magic isn't in exhausting yourself. It's entirely in the consistency. Small, manageable doses, done consistently over time, unlock 100% of the benefits.
Let's move to and see how this builds into real-world applications. Why start lifting today? To really ground this, let's look at a specific local reality right now in Sri Lanka. We're seeing an alarming rise in non-communicable diseases, things like diabetes, heart disease, and paralysis. These lifestyle diseases are devastating our communities, yet our typical focus to combat this is almost always limited to just diet and walking. While those are definitely good, we are completely ignoring the massive benefits of strength training. We're essentially fighting a huge battle, but leaving one of our strongest weapons sitting at home.
Because here's the real-world impact of using that weapon. It isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. The data shows this leads to independent aging, meaning you don't have to rely on others to do basic tasks as you get older. It helps eliminate joint pain by building the actual muscles that support your skeleton. It actively controls your blood sugar levels, fighting back against diabetes. And as we saw earlier, it drastically boosts memory retention. This is all about preserving your true quality of life.
Think about the trade-off here. One path is an aging process filled with endless doctor visits and escalating medication costs. That is a massive toll on both your body and your wallet. The alternative? A zero-cost daily strength habit. You don't even need a fancy gym membership. Push-ups and basic resistance exercises are entirely free. It's the ultimate preventive medicine.
So what does this actually look like in your schedule? Let's talk about your 17-minute daily habit.
17 minutes. That is it. If you take that optimal 2 hours a week and break it down daily, it comes out to a shockingly achievable 17 minutes a day. I mean, you probably spend more time than that just scrolling on your phone in the morning or waiting in a drive-through line. 17 minutes a day is all the science says you need to drastically reduce disease, protect your brain, and slash your mortality risk.
We've seen the data. You absolutely don't need endless hours of suffering, just a consistent, small dose of resistance. So, are you ready to spare 17 minutes a day to stay strong and change your life? The science is incredibly clear, but the next step is up to you. Thanks so much for watching this explainer, and we'll see you next time.